Hello everybody, this is Pastor Green. We're doing another Bible study, Revelation chapter 21. If you'd like me to come speak at your church, or if you have any questions, you can email me at godsohman@gmail.com. Revelation 21, starting in verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. So this is saying that when the new heaven and the new earth come down, God's people and God are going to reign on the earth forever. So God's actually going to reign with us here on earth, us and the believers. And God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So everybody's going to be happy, there's going to be no more death, nobody's going to be sad, no more pain. It's going to be basically like the Garden of Eden was. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars, should have their part in the lake where the burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So anybody that has all these things is going to have to go to hell or go to the lake of fire. And there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials of the first seven plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, and I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away with the Spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. So the new Jerusalem is going to come out of heaven to be basically the holy city, having the glory of God, and her light was upon the stone of the most precious, even like jasper stone, clear as crystal. It had a wall great and high. It had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. So all 4 sides of this temple is going to have 3 gates. And the walls of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates therefore, and the walls therefore. And the city lieth foursquare, and on the length of as large as the breadth, and measured in the city with a reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height are of equals. So the length is going to be 12,000 furlongs, the height is 12,000 furlongs, and the breadth is 12,000 furlongs. So it's going to be basically equal. All the sides are going to be equal. And a lot of people say, well, obviously this is going to be a prism, because a prism has a length, a width, and a height. A square. So they're going to say this square is going to come down, and that's going to be Jerusalem. And so people think it's going to be kind of like this. But I think it might be a tetrahedron, which is going to be basically a pyramid, a 3D pyramid. The 3D pyramid has a length, a width, and a height as well. You measure the length, width, and height, with this math over here on the left, on the right there. But it's going to have a length and a width and a height as well. And I think it's going to be this because it says that Jesus is the chief cornerstone, which is going to be the very, very point, the very top of the pyramid. And he measured the wall, therefore, 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel. And the buildings of the walls of it was like jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manners of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, and the second sapphire, and the third chalcedony, and the fourth emerald, and the fifth sardonyx, and the sixth sardis, and the seventh seventh chrysolyte, and the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, and the 11th a jasper, and the 12th an amethyst. And the 12th gate were 12 pearls, and every single gate was one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, and it was transparent glass. So the city is going to be gold, but you can actually see through it, and every gate will have one pearl, one giant pearl that you can walk through. And this is just an artist's renditioning of a golden temple, basically. And I saw no temple therein of the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb of the temple of it. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did ligheth, and the Lamb of the light thereof. And the reason why I think it's going to be a pyramid and not a sphere is because if you put a light in a sphere, it's only going to get a portion of it. But if you put a light in a tetrahedron or a pyramid, you're going to see all the way. The light's going to shine down all three sides completely the same. Where a sphere, it's not going to do that. And the nations of them which saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor to it. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. So it's always going to have light there. There's always going to be light in the pyramid. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations unto it. And there shall be no wise enter into anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they that are written in the Lamb's book of life. So there's going to be people that are outside of this temple. They're going to be basically sinners and people that do all these bad things. But inside the temple itself, inside this pyramid, only the people that are basically going to heaven are going to be there. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you guys have any questions, you can email me or you can comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to put a couple links on this video at the end. That way you guys can click on those as well. I haven't done the video yet for end times, but I'll be doing 5A, B, C, D, and E. That's going to go in a little bit more depth about this if you guys want some more information. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.